drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my cotters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, de nata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
Where my scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the car going air, they be like.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Sheds off the tackle. Still going. They can't stop him. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Purdy looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he can't escape, and down he goes. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him. And this throw incomplete.
And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and it's 3rd and 4. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Browns at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A very solid gain of 27. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for the defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Purdy from the gun. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's 4th down. Corey Bojorquez in punt formation for the Browns.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, 49ers nothing.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his 2nd Pro Bowl.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck. and he allows them to pick up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Purdy now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Talanoa Hufanga, a first-time All-Pro last year, up to make the tackle. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense...
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Moore, the man in motion. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Watson.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Watson now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he loses the football a second time.
Well, it looks like one of has it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play in this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, basketball, you know.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Up the middle, it's Chubb to about the 26 here.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They run it again with Chubb. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Watson going to change the look here.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the...
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Chubb will get the call running left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Javon Hargrave, the former Eagle, there on the stop.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 27 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Purdy.
Two yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a draw play to McCaffrey.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the 49ers first down.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Purdy.
And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Purdy, big fourth down play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd and 10, Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Chubb running right. Escapes the defender. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rodney McLeod. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A yard all they need, but it's third down. And Chubb will try the middle here. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 70 yards. And the Browns are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Purdy's throw complete there to McLeod. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And Watson's going to throw it here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken it around the 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day.